Hey friends, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I hope you're doing great today. The Farm and Pastor's Wife and
the Farming Pastor.
Farming Pastor.
I'm working on the camera.
He's trying to fix my camera.
It's wobbly.
So, anyway, today it's kind of a snowy day here in Asheboro, North Carolina. It is actually really not snowy. It snowed late last night in the middle of the night, but we still have snow on the ground, and so nothing other than a snow day can really make me want to fix sweets. So today we're making whoopie pies. Whoopie pies. So don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss it. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do so. Be sure be sure to give me a thumbs up and hit that bell notification so you don't miss anything, like all my bloopers.
Hey, don't just hit the bell. Choose all.
And choose the word all.
Yep.
That way you'll, every time I put up something, you'll be notified. So, you surely don't want to miss all my bloopers. So, stay tuned. We're making whoopie pies. Okay, y'all. So, I'm making these whoopie pies from scratch.
I fixed it.
He fixed it. That deserves a kiss, right? Okay, so I'm making these from scratch. I've made them before from a cake mix, but today we're going to make it from scratch, and it looks really easy, so I'm hoping it turns out for us. So let me grab all my ingredients. I'll meet you back right here. Okay, so we're going to start mixing the dry ingredients here in my batter bowl. So I'm going in with 4 cups of all-purpose flour. 4 cups. We'll set that aside. I've been cooking today, so you'll just have to disregard the mess in my kitchen. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so to that, we're going to do half a teaspoon of salt. If I use butter, salted butter, I don't use the salt. But I'm not using butter today, so I'm going to add the salt in. And I'm going to give this a little whisk after each thing I put in. Okay, so we're also going to go in with 2 teaspoons of baking soda. 2 teaspoons. One, 2. 2 teaspoons of baking soda. All right. And to this mixture, we're going to add in a cup of cocoa, and I just used the Hershey's cocoa. But a full cup. Get that last little bit right there around the edge. And you're not going to get this mixed up great, but you can just run a whisk through it. You can sift it if you like. I have this double whisk, and I think it does, you know, about as good as a sifter. Not quite as good, but it's pretty close. All right, so that's as good as I'm going to get it. There's definitely some flour down here that doesn't have cocoa in it, but we're going to mix this in the cake stand mixer, so it's going to be fine. Okay, so we're going to set this aside, and we're going to move to the stand mixer and mix everything else. Okay, friends, in our stand mixer, I have a cup of shortening. Now, let me turn you guys up just a minute, because I know I'm going to get questions. I know that's a lot of shortening. I get that. And you're going to ask me, can I use butter instead? The answer is, I don't know. This is my first time trying this recipe, and I'm wanting to stick to it. I have no aversion to using Crisco or shortening. So, all I can say is try it and see. But I make no promises if you vary from this recipe any. So, I don't know. So, we're going in with a full cup of, of shortening. And to that, I'm going in with 2 cups of sugar. And I'm going to give that a mix real quick and get that beaten up well together. Okay, so to that, I'm going to add in a couple of teaspoons of vanilla. And then I'm going to use this container to crack an egg. 2 eggs, actually. All right, so we're going to go in, let's just do one at a time and give it a good beat. Okay, so now that that's beaten up, we've got our dry mixture here. We have the egg, Crisco sugar, vanilla mixture in the stand mixer. I also have a cup of milk and a cup of buttermilk here. So, here's my cup of water, cold water. Got a cup of cold water. So we're gonna go in, I'm gonna just alternate between the three. I'm gonna do one, you know, just a little bit of each. And get this thing mixed together. I've got my oven preheating to 400. Actually, probably more like 375. The recipe does call for 400 though. Let me turn my mixer on. Gonna add in a little bit of water. And if you don't have buttermilk, hang tight and I'll show you or tell you how to make it. But you want it to be good and thick, so I would use like real buttermilk. I mean, sometimes when you make it at home, it can be too thin, and you want this buttermilk to be good and thick. So just keep that in mind if you do make your own. You might want to add more flour if you make your own. You know, maybe a couple tablespoons more. Whoa! I think I have my beater too high. There we go. And you might be saying, what's that brown in that milk? I used the same measuring spoon that I got the cocoa out with. I mean, the measuring cup that I got the cocoa out with. So we're going in with the last of the water. And the last of the buttermilk. Okay, I'm going to give the sides a scrape and then a couple more mixes and we'll be ready. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly what size I need to scoop these out in. So I'm going to use my smallest of scoops, which it's a little, I don't know what size it is. Let me measure it. Hold on. Okay, so I measured it. It's measuring almost a tablespoon. So I'm going to try that for this first batch. I got a bunch of buttermilk. I'm going to try this for the first batch. And I don't even know, it's not even coming out. May have to back up and punt. And you're not even getting to see what I'm doing. Hold on. I'm gonna try 6 cookies. I don't know how much they're gonna spread out. So this first batch is gonna be kind of a trial and error. I said it right this time, y'all. I knew what I was meaning to say the other day, but I didn't say it right. I think I did say it right, but then second guessed myself. Okay. So, and you want to get these pretty much the same size because they're going to be, where you're going to sandwich them. One's going to be top and one's going to be bottom. So I think I might add a little bit to that top one up there. Just a little bit. Okay. All right. So I'm going to try this batch before I scoop out any more, and we'll see where we stand. So I'm going to wait for my oven to preheat, and it'll be going in just a minute. Okay guys, so my first batch of cookies came out, and they are absolutely perfect looking, although the bottom got just a tad bit brown. So what I actually did is I'm cutting the time down just a little bit, and I want you to go by the recipe I linked down below, because you know my oven is a little finicky right now. The new oven gets here Tuesday, so I don't want you to base it on what I did, but I got a larger scoop and I cut the time back just a little bit. I did not mess with the temperature because I think I got the temperature right. But so the second batch is fixing to come out. Once it comes out and I put the third batch in, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get started on the filling. Let me go ahead and tell you, there's shortening in the filling, and there's lots of it. So I just want to let you know that ahead of time. But just keep in mind, you're not going to eat this whole batch of cookies at one time. So anyway, we're going to get the second batch out, the third batch in, and then we're going to start on the ooey gooey filling in the middle. Okay, I did not get the third batch in. I want to let these cool just a minute, so I thought let's go ahead and get started on this. Okay guys, so in here, I don't know what you can see, is 1 egg white, and we're going to actually start to beat that up. We're going to beat that up first. We're going to add a tablespoon of vanilla. These are teaspoons, so I'm going to I was hoping for the clear vanilla, but I didn't have any. Gonna let it get a little frothy. Okay, we're going to add 2 cups of sugar, powdered sugar. I'm going to cut that down. Hold on. There's a half. Here's a half. There's a half. And that should be 2 cups. All right, I'm going to turn this up just a little bit slowly. Okay, so to this we're going to add in 3/4 cup of Crisco. Oopsie. 3/4 cup of Crisco. or shortening of your choice. This is not actually Crisco. This is off-brand. I wanted the white vanilla, the clear vanilla, so it would look really good and white and pretty. But, oh well. Okay. I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of flour. 1, 2 tablespoons of milk. 1, 2, and just for fun, we're going to add in a good dollop of the jet puffed marshmallow cream. Just a good little, maybe this will help aid in the white color. I don't know, maybe I'm going in with a 1/3 of a cup maybe. Maybe just a 1/4, I'm not sure. All right, so we're gonna beat this and beat it well. Okay, we're just gonna let this beat and I'll meet you back in just a minute. Okay guys, and you'll notice the longer I beat that, the whiter it became. It's not perfectly bright white, but it did become a little bit whiter. Okay, I'm transferring the cookies over to the cooling rack. We'll be taste testing this shortly. Time for the taste test. What I did was I went over there and I found 2 approximately the same size. They're all about the same size except the first batch that I did smaller, and they're all about the same size. So, Bryant just happened to walk in, so guess what? You might want to get you some milk, Daddy.
I think so.
Yeah. Y'all are going to say, Little Debbie who?
Little Debbie who?
So I'm going to take some of this icing over here, and I'm just going to coat it good with this icing. Little Debbie who?
Who that?
Who is that? All right, and you can put as much or as little as you like. I think I want a little more because it's a pretty fluffy cake.
Not too much.
Not too much? Okay. He says not too much.
I don't like it oozing out. That's too much.
He says that's too much. Well, that's what he's getting this time. So on his next one, I'll go lighter. But here it is, y'all. Let me get a good picture of this. Okay, there he is. There's that good old cookie. Quit pulling it apart. Now look at your fingers. He's got hay. Hang on. He was loading hay for a customer. He had
Hay on me.
hay on him.
Yep. Do you know how a horse says hello? Hey. Anyway.
That was lame.
You didn't like that?
That was lame.
Okay, here we go. Listen, I can't open too wide because
He's got a split. I busted him in the lip.
She hit me last night, and I thought she said stand up, but she said shut up. So that's really
Let's
good.
see the cookie part now that you've bit into it. Oh, look, it's so cakey.
They're really good. That's,
Wipe your mouth.
put that in a pack and sell it right there.
Good stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Caroline's gonna die for this.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna love this.
Well, the only thing I would do different. Was you filming?
Yeah, I was filming. I just wanted you to swallow it first.
The only thing I'd do different, I'd go a little lighter on the cream.
Lighter on the cream, but he's not, you know, some people like a lot of the creamy stuff.
I just don't like it oozing out the sides.
Okay. But it must be good, y'all.
Oh, it passed good.
That's good.
It passed good.
All right. You've seen it here. Here are all the other cookies. These are the smaller ones I made, and here are some of the larger ones, and I even have more larger ones over here and here.
You can eat just the top by itself.
Yeah, I think that would make a delicious cake. Like if I put it in a cake pan, I think that would.
Put some hot chocolate syrup on that and some whipped cream. And
Oh, yeah.
And some pecans.
Ice cream.
Pecans like you'd get on your
Chocolate sundae.
Yeah, yeah. Enjoy
Yeah.
dessert, you know what I mean?
Okay, guys, so I've got to ice a bunch of these. I think I may call Caroline and have her help me. She's got dinner guests coming tonight, and this would be a great little dessert for her. Okay, guys, I've been making applesauce and all kinds of things. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to take you back to yesterday for just a minute. I'm going to give you the update on my day yesterday and share with you another viewer I got to meet. I'm super excited. And so hang on, I'm going to it'll be a fast recap of what I did yesterday. Okay, guys, so we are here at the Randolph County Tax Building. Let me show you, hang on. This is actually where we, what he had to turn in today was our listings, like everything we own that we have to pay taxes on, correct? Property taxes. Fun. So today's been kind of interesting. Judabug and I started out the day going to the doctor. The doctor did a procedure on this place. I don't know if any of you noticed it. It's on my cheek. He did like a liquid nitrogen cold blast cryo procedure. And then we have gone out to eat with some dear friends of ours and a friend of ours who is also running for the House. So we, what do you want me to explain? Okay, he's running for the House of Representatives, and his name is Neil Jackson, and we are really good friends with him, and so we took him out to eat with another set of friends of ours, Brenda and Clifford. So we had a great lunch. Now we're stopping back by this, we came by the tax place. Now we're heading to the drugstore, and then we're going out to eat again tonight. Oh, yes. Let me tell you guys. In fact, I was actually going to tell you because I was going to insert a picture. I was going to tell you later, but I'll tell you now. While we were at lunch, the lady sitting beside me, Judah was eating his mac and cheese, and he was eating so good. He had 2 helpings of mac and cheese, and they were laughing at him. And then when I turned around to laugh back and smile at everybody who was laughing at him, the one lady says, "I watch you every day." And I said, "Oh, thank you so much." So hang on. Let me insert a picture of her here. Her name is Shirley Skeen. Let me put a picture of her right here. Okay, so I told you guys I love that. I love it. So if you ever see me out, please introduce yourself, because I love that. And I always want to tell you thank you and how much I appreciate you subscribing and watching and supporting my channel. And so anyway, so there you go. Okay, so we're headed to the drugstore now. I've got a prescription to put in, and then we'll be home for a little bit, and then we're back out again. So no cooking's gonna happen today. And I got a little boy over here who's about asleep. He's really getting tired. He's been so good. So good. I couldn't ask for him to be any better. He's such a good, sweet little boy. So, we'll see you in just a little bit. Okay guys, after a rough night of busted water pipes and a delayed supper, we are getting to come out to eat with our friends Heather and Jason, and we're going to Outback. There you have it. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you for watching The Farm and Pastor's Wife. I surely appreciate all of you so much. And remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.